Chapter 128, Destroy the Light One. You really activated it overnight? One night, Lu Murong spoke slowly. There was an inexplicable calmness in his slow speech. However, he still stuttered when he felt the tiny fluctuation in his dantian. It should be one night, right? Zhu Tui thought about it and nodded. Murong seemed to have suffered a blow. Zhu Tui felt that he should not tell the truth. The truth was that he had only used 1.5 hours to activate his fundamental dantian last night. It had not even taken 90 minutes. After that, Zhu Tui worked hard to cultivate for nearly 2 hours. He used up most of his mind power before he fell into a deep sleep. However, he had yet to activate the 6th genetic base point of the 2nd level of the Mind Concentration Foundation forging technique. He would probably have to cultivate for an entire night before he could activate it. One night, your speed Luo Murong was speechless. It could be said that it was a coincidence that he found a sense of ki in the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association yesterday. But now, he had activated his fundamental dantian in one night. Zhu Tui's talent was really... It was laughable that he had concealed it a little just now. He did not expect to be slapped in the face. When Zhu Tui had asked him how many days it had taken for him to activate his fundamental dantian, Luo Murong recalled how Zhu Tui had slapped him in the face at the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association yesterday. As a senior in the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association and Zhu Tui's senior, he could be said to have completely crushed Zhu Tui, including his handsomeness. However, Luo Murong was extremely disdainful of being handsome. Luo Murong valued ability and cultivation talent. He used to have absolute pride when it came to cultivation. He did not want to be suppressed by Zhu Tui. Therefore, Luo Murong had some thoughts when he answered Zhu Tui's question. He wanted to give Zhu Tui some pressure and give him a blow. Luo Murong deliberately reduced the time he took to activate his fundamental dantian by half. It actually took him 6 days to activate his fundamental dantian more than 2 years ago. This was an extremely shocking speed at that time. Even his teacher praised his talent to his face. An old senior from the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association even wanted to snatch him as his disciple. With the intention of dealing Zhu Tui a blow, Luo Murong told him that he had used 3 days to activate his fundamental dantian. Luo Murong felt that this should be able to deal a blow to Zhu Tui. But in reality, he had been slapped in the face again. One night, Zhu Tui had only used 1 night. Luo Murong felt that his face was about to swell. Zhu Tui did not tell the truth. If he told the truth that it was an hour and a half. In the future, I should try not to call myself a genius in front of this guy, Luo Murong silently reminded himself. Since you've activated your fundamental dantian, you should make a trip to the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association to get your certification when you have the time. If you have the time, you should take a look at the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Hidden Pavilion. It has only been 100 years since our era arrived. Many things are still in the exploration stage. If we want to go further, we still need to have our own understanding and thoughts, Luo Murong said faintly. Murong, do you have any thoughts about being Mr. Shen Jushuang's last disciple? I've read ancient books. In ancient martial arts sects, the inheritance of a master and disciple is emphasized. It's even more so that a master is like a father and a master's order is as important as the heavens. How is it in the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association now? To be honest, these were Zhu Tui's worries. As a youth of the 22nd century, he was not interested in the saying that a master's order was as important as the heavens. If his master was wrong, he, as his disciple, could not point it out. There are indeed traces of ancient martial sects in the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association. They also pay attention to the inheritance of masters and disciples. Some of the top-notch secret techniques are not something that anyone can learn just because they want to. But now, it was not a few hundred years ago. All the seniors in the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association had also grown up step by step since they were young. Their thoughts were completely different from the elders in the ancient books. The situation where one's master's orders were as important as the heavens would not happen. Of course, it's also because of the unique method of guiding the inheritance of genetic ancient martial arts. The relationship between teachers and students is definitely much stronger than the relationship between teachers and students in our school. I personally think that having a teacher in the Genetic Ancient Martial Arts Association is not bad. Old Master Shen Jushuang should be a good choice, Luo Murong said. Okay, I understand. By the way, Murong, after I activated my fundamental Danshin, I condensed a ball of inner ki, which is the energy field force. However, as long as I think about guiding the energy field force out of my Danshin will feel an inexplicable pain and discomfort. Do I have to complete the activation of the Lesser Heavenly Cycle genetic chain to guide the energy field power in my Danshin out of my Danshin? Zhu Tui asked. Luo Murong stared at Zhu Tui in shock when he heard that. He had a look on his face that said Zhu Tui was really bold. The 18 genetic base points involved in the Lesser Heavenly Cycle genetic chain are actually important points that can radiate to all parts of the upper body. It's like a transport station. If you activated the 4 genetic base points in the spine, life gate, Dejui, and left shoulder at the same time, the energy field in your Danshin would explode in your left shoulder and entire left arm. Do you understand? Luo Murong asked. A little? Then what does it mean to activate all 18 genetic base points in the Lesser Heavenly Cycle genetic chain to form the so-called closed-loop internal circulation? Zhu Tui asked again.